Getting closer! Well, it's another good old wet, sloppy day. The driveway is nice and especially sloppy today. Yeah, I think the gravel around this area has gone downhill drastically. There's not enough aggregate in it and not enough binders in it to really keep it all together. Seems like it's all sand, so it gets a little wet and it just turns into mush. So got to get some vehicles moved around here and get them put in the shed. So let's see what we got. Every time I get into this pickup and I record a video, I think it's mandatory Metallica hour. So, all you Metallica fans, enjoy. Something I noticed in another video, or one of my last videos, after I didn't even notice it when I was recording it, but I noticed it when I was watching it and editing it, that I showed these aluminum wheels that I bought, and it looked like one of them had different holes in it. No, that looks right. It just must have looked like it. Hold on a second here. Just looked like it while it was sitting. When I looked at it from the angle that it was at. Looked like they were smaller and everything, but no, that looks good. They match. Okay, that makes me happy. Well, he told me they were Alcoa wheels, but I see they're Accurides. That one is anyways. I don't know about these. I don't know. We'll see. Wheel's a wheel to me. Well, we're about a week past our storm. Starting to dry out again a little bit. Snow is pretty much gone. My yard back here is all mud because we just built this house here the last couple of years. I got to get the yard in this spring. But, yeah, the yard's kind of a soupy mess right now. Like I said, I got kind of crap gravel around here lately, and I haven't really got some good stuff. I got to get some stuff with some more rock in it. But I got a new toy today. I'm going to show you guys. Kind of directly relates to the Peterbilt here. Let's see, let's get it over here. Set it up in the trunk. Unbox it here. And swing it up. There we go. Okay, there. A nice 1 inch. Oh, get that on the camera. 1 inch impact wrench. Don't hate me for that, but unfortunately, for the amount of times I'm going to use this 1 inch impact, that, unfortunately, is probably something I'm going to have to deal with. So, yeah. So today I'm going to try to swap out this, the high range splitter here, over here. It's easy to do in the camera. Got a new one here, ordered off Amazon. I think I'm going to have to unpin it and flip it around because it's backwards, but I can deal with that later. So I'm going to put that on there and get the lines on there and hopefully lose this air leak that seems to be missing out of there. So, yeah. So the main shifter, or the overdrive, it's 13 speed, so it's got a splitter and an overdrive up on the top here. I noticed this was leaking as well when I took everything apart and started putting everything to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take this apart and see if there's diaphragm in there or something I can do to help make that stop leak. So I'll take it apart and show you what's inside. Excuse my messy bench here, but I've got to do a day where I get in here and clean again. Do it about once a month, and it always seems like it's a complete disaster in here every time I do it. Hopefully I can fix this. If not, might have to order a new one. If I order a new one, I think I might try to get the shifter with the low, high, and then overdrive detents on it, just so it's one shifter. Otherwise, I just ordered the other one. I don't really want to do with a new style like the Cobra head type shifter, just because it looks too. I want to try to keep the thing as old school as possible. Well, it moves, so let's, I'll go hook her back up, see if it works here. Okay, well, I still got a leak in my, the upper shifter knob here, from the direct overdrive shift. So when I get into high range and I supply air to that shifter, it starts screaming at me. So I'm gonna try to lift this thing out, but the high and low range is working really well. So we're gonna try to get her home, I guess, and get to working on it a little more. That's the air whistling out of the high-low range button, so I put it right between direct and overdrive. It's not so bad. Not pushing enough air in to flip the overdrive on either, so. What's nice is living out in the country, I have miles and miles and miles of gravel roads to go and test the truck out on, and I'm not bothering anybody, and I'm not getting in anybody's way. Well, the speedometer cable is starting to quiet down a little bit. I still haven't lubed that. I should squirt some oil down that. Try to get some grease down in there so that thing spins a little easier. But everything else is working okay. The jake brake doesn't work. I don't know if that's unhooked or if the foot feed switch is bad or what. But it's busy. Reverse is way far over. I didn't realize how far over it is. That really rubs against your leg when you're down in reverse there. No, I can plan that out very well. Not used to not having power steering. Hey guys, I teased a little bit in the earlier part of the video about trading out a something for my mechanic to do some work for me, to do all those air lines and the fuel lines on that truck. So what I did is I traded him some cash and some labor, or traded for some cash and some labor. And what I did was I traded him this. This doesn't really look all that great in the video here, but it's a 51 Chevy, 5-window, half-ton, short bed. It's actually a really nice truck. There's hardly any rust on it. It's got the perfect patina on it for anybody that wants to make a rat rod. Perfect project truck. Really nice shape. Very little rust. Got a little bit of rust in the floorboards. but very, very little. Interior is actually really nice in it, and only thing is some vandals came and smashed every piece of flat glass in the dang thing, but luckily enough they left the 2 expensive windows in the side, and they're actually really nice. They're not fogged up or anything, so wood in the bed is actually still in the bed and everything. Tailgate's nice and straight, but I traded this thing for some cash and some labor, so it was one of those things I really didn't want to get rid of it, but because it's a really nice truck and it's a really nice starting point. But I also looked at all the projects that I have and everything that I wanted to get done and everything, and I knew it was going to be a long time before I ever got to this, and to really do what I wanted to do is probably going to take a lot of money. So sorry to see it go, but I know it's going to a good home. I know the guy that's going to get it is super excited about it, and I think he's going to do it well. And maybe if I get a wild hair, maybe I'll buy it back from him one day. I don't know if he doesn't get to it, but we'll see what happens. Well, we got it back in the shop. Still got a little bit of an air leak on that overdrive direct direct part of the shifter up there, top part of the shifter. I'll probably try to take it apart. I might have put it together wrong, but it was acting the same way it was before I took it apart, so it might have some worn out parts in it too. Maybe just see if I can get a rebuild kit for it, or just order a whole new shifter knob for it. I'm not sure, but we'll try to get that fixed. It's amazing the amount of air that I was losing out of that system right there. The thing shifted really good going down the road, so I was really happy with that. Still got no air back to the airbags or anything back here. I unhooked the airbag leveling valve, and I got no function back here, so I'm not getting air back here. But honestly, I'm not really going to worry about that, because somebody else is going to replace all the air lines. So really, it's just going to be up to me to get this thing, hopefully a sandblast job lined up for it, and get it off the sandblaster. Pretty sure I'm going to pull the tanks off for them. That'll give me a good chance to polish them if I want to keep them. But I might end up putting new tanks on, and really not because I want bigger tanks, but I think bigger tanks might look kind of cool on it. It'd fill up a little bit of the gap here between the wheels. However, it's kind of nice to see the frame too a little bit. But this tank here is all messed up. It's all dented, and I don't know and the dents are right on the weld. If the dents were in the middle of the tank, I'd probably try to maybe put some air in them and knock them out, but all these dents are right here on the seam and on the weld and on the bends, so I don't think they're going to come out. Unless you guys know of something better, unless you guys know of a way to get those out, I'd be more than happy to pull them out, smooth them out, and polish up those tanks. I don't mind those tanks at all. I think they're 60s. I wouldn't mind them, keeping them, or even polishing the ends and then painting the middles the same as cab color. Still leaning towards white. I think we can go all white on the cab. That way down the road I can always put a design on it, or I can always put graphics on it. Maybe even stick with the same design that's on it, just in different colors. But yeah, it's other than that, still working in progress. So we'll try to get a little more exciting videos of some big action. Hopefully if we get this thing sandblasted, I'll shoot video of that whole thing, see if the sandblaster will allow me to do that. I've got those wheels that I want to get polished. I want to get those down to Custom Auto Shine in Fargo, and I want to see if they'll let me tape that too, so you guys can see that process. I think that's kind of an interesting process, the way they do it down there. So also going to try to figure out what to do with this battery box. It's pretty straight except for this. Get the camera here. It's pretty straight except for this little ridge right here. I might be able to straighten that out. I got to find new straps for it. If I can straighten that out, I'll bring it to my body guide. It's aluminum, so I'm not super familiar with aluminum, but I think that thing could polish up pretty nice. If not, I'm looking for suggestions. Thinking about maybe taking the air tanks and the 2 primary tanks, or I'm not really sure even what they're called in the 3rd tank, and I'm thinking about mounting them inside the frame here, and basically when the headache rack is on the top here, or the headache rack's on the frame, and I'll have top plates of diamond tread that will run all the way back to the 5th wheel, and maybe back behind the 5th wheel. I'll make them easy to take off and everything, so they don't get all mucked up when we're actually pulling a trailer with it and everything. But that way everything's covered up. All the air tanks are up off the where you can't see them and everything like that. Otherwise, if I leave them where I'm at, I might see about getting some polished tanks for it too, just to add a little more bling to it. Kind of a neat. I want to make it look nice. So we'll keep going here, and we'll keep moving forward, and keep putting out videos. So hey guys, thanks for watching this time. I know we didn't get a whole lot done this time, but we're trying to catch up with. Hi, how you doing? We're trying to catch up with some stuff here around the farm, getting some stuff serviced out and everything like that. So keep tuning in, keep hitting subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We got some sandblasting coming up, some wheel stuff coming up. We're gonna get the airlines fixed and everything like that. I'm gonna make sure to chronicle all that stuff and cover all that stuff so you guys can see that. If you've got any suggestions on what you want to see, let me know. I really want to try to interact with you guys and see. Hi. Yeah, that's Cole. He's #2 employee. Hi. Yeah. If let me know what you guys want to see. Also got Facebook and Instagram up. Facebook is northland.mike.9. And Instagram is northlandmike, all lowercase. So follow us on both of those. I'm going to try to get some pictures up on both of them, and try to chronicle some of that stuff on Facebook and still life. And I'll keep the YouTube stuff coming up. So as you can see, I'm kind of busy around here, and trying to get content out as much as I can. So make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you like and comment and all that kind of stuff. And let's keep gaining subscribers, and let's keep making this thing a thing. Oh, he's good. So yeah, do all that stuff. Thanks guys. Talk to you later.